So we're going down the Riverwalk in Hillsborough, North Carolina. Don't know if you can see the river. It is not very big, but here we are. So we have a choice here: River Park or Gold Park. We'll go this way first. See what we can see. And it's the one where we see water, so why not go this way? I'm glad I found the Riverwalk because other than this, there's not a whole lot happening in this little town. But it's cute, it's quaint. But I found that a lot of things are closed on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays in this town. So maybe people come and visit on the weekends and it's bustling. Maybe that's what it is. So very pretty, very lovely town. It's beautiful weather today. How far do I want to walk? That's a big question. Very quiet. Just absolutely nice. Not a lot of people around. Wonder if it's like this on the weekends. Which, by the way, it is Wednesday here. Wonder if you can get any closer to the water than this. Don't know. And there's no map or anything that tells me where this pathway goes. So I'm not overly sure how far it goes around or where it goes to. I guess I could have set my watch to trace my steps. That way I could get back to where I started. That might have been a good idea. Maybe I should do that now and see, make sure I'm able to get back where I want to be. Alright, I've got my map set, compass set on my watch so that I can get back to where I started. This might be a pretty good way to burn calories here. Okay, so we have a map coming up. Let's take a look at it. See what we can find out about this place. Alright. Evidently this was an industrial town at some point. Very interesting. I did notice that this is a very old town. It was, I think I saw the sign, it was 1754 or 1757 or somewhere in the mid-1700s this town was developed or founded, I should say. Oh good, we've got another fork in the road here. Have no idea where to go. By the way, that was not a map. That was just information on the town. So I'm not sure which way to go here. Let's see, the water is this way, so let's go this way. Feels like this way is probably the way that's furthest from the car. So again, maybe not the best option, but we shall go this way. Anyway, see water, that's a good thing. Love water. I always have. Love being near and around the water. When I lived in Indiana, I at least lived on a river because, as you probably know, Indiana is landlocked. But we were on the Ohio River in Evansville, Indiana. So, pretty big river there. And now in Raleigh, I am absolutely landlocked. Not the state. The state, of course, has an ocean, but I'm 2 hours from that ocean, and there are no rivers running through Raleigh. We have some lakes, but no rivers. And I do like to tube too. And so, however, I do think there's tubing nearby. I just haven't been able to investigate all that just yet. Recreation. You can see I don't like to read because I'm just kind of moving past these things pretty quickly. Yeah, okay. So I hope at some point this circles back around, because if it does not, then I'm just getting further and further away from the car, but let's see. So luckily I have my compass set on my watch, so it's going to bring me right back to where I set the compass, which was not at the beginning of the trail, which one would normally want to do. Very lovely town. I absolutely recommend you visiting Hillsborough. If you like little shops, you will like this town. It has a few little shops. Lots of little restaurants. The food smelled really good as I was walking around. For those that were open, I do recommend you coming on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, because it appears that's when most things are open. So for sure, visit during those times. It looks like this would be a lovely place to live. It's very quiet. You can see some houses up there in the distance. So I think it would be a lovely town to live in. Very quiet. Very quiet. I love it. The woods, it reminds me of where I grew up at home. I grew up on a farm. That's very much what it looked like. And I would go and play in the woods when I was little. Had a great time. Sometimes you meet friendly people, and sometimes you don't. Okay. Another little information sign that will just kind of peruse the pictures. And then we'll move on. Oh, good. We're coming to another fork in the path here. Surely it circles back at some point and we can get back where we're going. I will let you all know if I get back to the car. Well, it appears I have hit a dead end on this trail, so I think I have picked the wrong fork in the road. So we're gonna go back the way we came. So I have changed the compass on my watch to retrace my steps, because as you have seen, there are a lot of forks in this trail. So the compass app on the Apple Ultra watch is very handy when it comes to this kind of thing. So we are headed back now. Nice firewood there. If anybody wanted to come cut it up. Looks like someone's already cutting and stacking it up there. So the houses could just come down here and get them some firewood. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Okay. I'll be back when I get back to the car, hopefully, if I make it. Okay. I did not realize I had walked this far. I know it's only a mile that I've walked so far, but I might need somebody to come pick me up. My nose is starting to run. I have no handkerchief, no Kleenex, nothing. And according to my compass on my Apple Watch, I have a long way to go yet to get back to where I first turned on the compass on my watch, which I had already started into the trail by then. So anyway, hopefully I can, here we come to another fork, so let me check my watch. I'm pretty sure I need to go to, see, there's the compass, if you don't know what I'm talking about. See the trail there? Okay, so let's zoom in on it if we can. It's the wrong way. So you can see it's telling me I need to turn right at this juncture. So that's a good thing. Alright, continuing on to the car. My watch just told me if I keep going at this same pace, which is not very fast, I will return to the starting point in 26 minutes. So, I'm not sure I'm going to make it without resting. I'll make it. It'll be fine. But now I'm going uphill. Okay, so that's going to slow me down a little bit. 26 minutes. We'll see. So, I decided to take a side route that I didn't take earlier to get to my car, and I saw some interesting stuff. See this right here? I'm not sure if that was an old bridge or what that used to be. You can see the old pilings. So I'm not sure what that was, but I also saw some people digging up dandelions. So I'm not sure if they were digging up dandelions as a public service so that they don't spread and take over the world, or if they were digging them up to sell at the farmer's market. I'm not sure, because you know dandelion leaves are edible. So I've made it back out of the woods, but what's interesting is there's no sidewalk to get you back to the parking lot. One would think that would be a sidewalk, but it's really not. As you can see, it's dirt. It's not concrete. And I don't really want mud all over my shoes. So we're having to walk in the street. Luckily, there's no oncoming traffic at this point. But the good news is I'm almost back to the car. Although I'm out of breath, I am still alive and kicking. And we're almost at the car where little Bruiser is waiting on us. Never fear, the car is in dog mode. So he is at a consistent 70 degrees in the cabin of the car. You can see the car is sitting right there, all safe and sound. And Bruiser is probably asleep inside of it. Let's see if we can sneak up on him without him knowing it. Unlikely. He likes to watch the little animated dog on the screen when the car is in dog mode. So I'll show you. There's Bruiser. And he is asleep. He's a little hard of hearing and he can't see overly well anymore. You can see maybe the screen in there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it says he's at a nice 70-degree temperature. Well, we're back in the car, and Bruiser is still asleep. And we are now headed to Tanger Outlets, and then we'll be heading to my dad's house. Okay, I am at Tanger Outlets. See them out there. And I know, well, we're in Mebane, North Carolina. And I know that they have chargers here somewhere. So we're going to try to find them. I'm not expecting any of them to be available, but we're going to go see if they have them. I know they have them. We're going to see if any of them happen to be available. My guess is not. Okay, let's see. I think they're right here. Yep, you can see them up in front of us there. Oh, I don't know that they're all taken. Oh, wow. Okay, why are there things on the ground there? What is that for? Do y'all see that? So I did find the chargers, but One whole thing is out of service, of course. I don't actually need to charge, so I think I'll park somewhere else. But look at these things on the ground. Can you see this? Is that some kind of thing that they can raise and not let someone park here? I don't know.